Let's dive into one of the coolest space discoveries ever. So scientists got their hands on a 4.48 billion-year-old Martian meteorite, affectionately called Black Beauty, and did some super advanced scanning to see what's inside without breaking it. What they found was mind-blowing: hidden water reservoirs. Like actual water trapped in the rock. This meteorite's been studied for over a decade, but researchers at the Technical University of Denmark used some next-level tech neutron and X-ray CT scanning to peek inside without damaging it. What they saw was clusters of hydrogen-rich iron oxyhydroxide, which is basically water trapped in the rock's mineral structure. These tiny clusters, they make up less than 1% of the rock, hold about 11% of the meteorite's total water content. Now, here's the crazy part. The water's chemical signature matches data from NASA's Perseverance rover on Mars and the rovers on the opposite side of the planet from where this meteorite likely came from. That means liquid water wasn't just a one-off thing on Mars, it was probably widespread billions of years ago. This discovery is a big deal for understanding Mars' history and whether it could have supported life. With NASA's Mars sample return mission cancelled, this tech is like a roadmap for future missions, like China's planned efforts to study Mars' ancient habitability. The story doesn't end here. This tech could unlock secrets about Mars and other celestial bodies. Who knows what else is hiding in plain sight in space? Mars is a planet that might have had life on it a long time ago. Scientists think this because they found water on Mars, and water is needed for life. There's ice at the poles of Mars, and maybe there was water flowing on it before. The air on Mars is very thin, and it's mostly made of a gas called carbon dioxide. The temperature can be very cold, but it's not as hot as some other planets. Right now, there's a robot called Perseverance on Mars that's exploring and looking for signs of life. China also sent a robot called Tianwen-1 to Mars, and it's exploring too. Some people are planning to send humans to Mars one day, but it's going to be a big challenge. Some of the challenges are: the air is too thin to breathe. It's very cold. There's lots of radiation from space. But scientists are thinking of ways to make Mars more like Earth, like making the air thicker and warmer. Maybe one day we'll have a human settlement on Mars. Some cool things about Mars. It has the biggest volcano in our solar system. The day on Mars is almost the same as on Earth, 24.6 hours. Mars is like a cousin of Earth but way more desert-like. So scientists have been studying Mars for a long time, and they think there was water on Mars a long, long time ago. Like billions of years ago. They've found lots of clues that show water might have flowed on Mars, like rivers, lakes, and maybe even oceans. One of the biggest clues is the ice at the poles of Mars. There's ice at the North Pole and the South Pole, and scientists think there's even more ice under the surface. NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter has taken some awesome pictures of these ice caps, and they show that the ice is made of water ice and dry ice, that's frozen carbon dioxide. Now, where did all this water go? Scientists think that Mars used to have a thicker atmosphere, and it might have been warmer too. But over time, the atmosphere got thinner, and the planet got colder. The water either froze, got trapped under the surface, or maybe even escaped into space. There's also evidence of ancient rivers and lakes on Mars. The Curiosity rover has found rocks that look like they were shaped by water, and Perseverance is exploring a place called Jezero Crater that used to be a lake. It's like finding a dried-up riverbed on Earth. You can tell water used to be there. Some scientists think there might even be liquid water under the surface of Mars today. Like hidden lakes or aquifers. The European Space Agency's Mars Express orbiter detected a big lake-like feature under the ice at the South Pole. It's not like there's a big ocean or anything, but maybe there's water that's salty and liquid, which is pretty cool. Why is water on Mars so important? Well, water is key for life as we know it. If there's water on Mars, maybe there's life too. Plus, if humans ever go to Mars, we'll need water for drinking, growing food, and maybe even making rocket fuel.